There seems to be a new rumpus inside the British monarchy, and one, when you think about it, perhaps you could fully understand. What you have to remember, as our late and brilliant monarch pointed out, Queen Elizabeth II, it's all about, continuity, making sure, of course, that whatever happens, the monarchy survives. And that can mean, of course, bodies buried, that sort of stuff, indiscretions wiped away, because the central point of it is the monarchy has to remain. Now, where it gets interesting, in my opinion, is simply this. You see, as we've seen recently with, of course, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince William, he's very much taking more of a step up to the world stage. There he was, of course, represented His Majesty the King only last week in Paris for the Notre Dame opening. And he looked very statesmanlike. I thought he did a terrific job representing not just us, the Commonwealth, the world, but of course the King. But according to a source, there's still a bit of a frizzle between himself, Catherine, and none other than the Duke of York. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. Yeah, we'll have a quick wave, sorry. This is the problem, isn't it, with families? People think, just like all big families, that the royal family all get on. But there are different personalities, different drives, and more importantly, people who have had power and success, and through, perhaps some people might say, a fault of their own, have lost it all. Now, as we know, the former royal known as Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, has very much had to take a step out of the limelight, and many people say rightly so. But behind the scenes, I've been told that in fact, Prince William is very, very nervous of Prince Andrew. Let me explain. You see, as we've recently seen over here, more strange headlines literally concerning the Duke of York. Seemingly, some people might say he can't catch a break, but equally you might also point out that inadvertently he hooks up with the wrong people, clearly at the wrong times. And then when this becomes massive media news, it's all fallen back onto him. You see how this works. But moving forward, I've been told that actually it is, of course, the Prince and Princess of Wales who are rather reluctant to warmly embrace him back into the inner circle of the royal family. Now, of course, they will meet up at Christmas, and that's going to be a family affair. As William pointed out recently, there's 45 of them, so there's no escaping it, is there? Or there could be, because 45 people is a lot to get around. According to another source, though, William is very, very, shall we say, how can I put this nicely, very unsure exactly about how and what he should be saying to Princess Eugenie, for obvious reasons. She seemingly is the only royal still having connections back with, of course, Harry and Meghan. And William simply can't forget exactly what Meghan and Harry have done, not just to him, but to his wife also. But predominantly, of course, Eugenie then feels that apparently, according to that source, well, William hasn't been particularly kind or welcoming back to her father, who's obviously gone through a lot of struggles. I hope you're keeping up, because William believes that, well, they were all brought on by himself. And basically, while His Majesty the King has done his very best to make sure that the path of his staying out of the limelight has been as smooth as possible, he also has to make sure, as I said at the start of this video, that the central point is that the monarchy survives. And according to that source, the Prince and Princess of Wales do not see a return to the fold in any shape or form for the Duke of York, Prince Andrew. And this truly is something of a sticking point for Princess Eugenie and Beatrice. The Duchess of York, very wisely I am told, is keeping well out of it. Neil Shawn, Kensington, London.